Hi, how do you keep the world's tiniest soda cold? A team led by UCLA physics professor Chris Reagan has succeeded in creating thermoelectric coolers that are only 100 nanometers thick, roughly 110 million of meter, and have developed an innovative new technique for measuring their cooling performance. We have made the world's smallest refrigerator, said by Reagan. To be clear, these minuscule devices aren't refrigerators in the everyday sense. There are no doors or crisper drawers. But at larger scales, the same technology is used to cool computers and electronic devices, to regulate the electrical device temperature in fiber optic networks, and to reduce image noise in high-end telescopes and digital cameras. So, what are these thermoelectric devices? These are devices made by sandwiching two different semiconductors between metallized plates. These devices work in two ways. When heat is applied, one side becomes hot and the other remains cold. So there is a temperature difference that can be used to generate electricity. To create their thermoelectric coolers, Reagan's team, which included 6 UCLA undergraduates, used two standard semiconductor materials, one bismuth telluride and another antimony bismuth telluride. So they attached regular scotch tape to hunks of these conventional bulk materials, peeled it off, and then harvested thin single crystal flakes. So these single crystal flakes from the material still stuck to the tape. From these flakes they made functional devices that are only 100 nanometer thick and have a total active volume of about 1 cubic micrometer, invisible to naked eye. To put this tiny volume in perspective, your fingernails, which grow by thousands of cubic meters every second, if your cuticles were manufacturing these tiny coolers instead of fingernails, each finger would be churning out more than 5,000 devices per second. While thermoelectric devices have been used in niche applications due to advantages such as their small size, their lack of moving parts, and reliability, their low efficiency compared with conventional compression based systems, which has prevented widespread adoption of the technology. Simply put, at larger scales, thermoelectric devices don't generate enough electricity or stay cold enough yet. But by focusing on nanostructures, devices with at least one dimension in the range of 1 to 100 nanometers, the Reagan and his team hope to discover their new ways of synthesizing better performing bulk materials. The sought after properties of materials in high performance thermoelectric coolers are good electrical conductivity and thermal and the poor thermal conductivity, but these properties are almost always mutually exclusive. However, a winning combination might be found in nearly two-dimensional structures like those Reagan's team has created. An additional distinguishing feature of the team's nanoscale refrigerator is that it can respond almost instantly. Its small size makes it millions of times faster than a fridge that has a volume of a millimeter cube, and that would already be millions of times faster than the fridge you have in your kitchen, said by Reagan. Once we understood how thermoelectric coolers work at atomic and near atomic level, he said, we can scale up to the macro scale where the big payoff is. So, measuring how cold the devices become, the measuring temperature in such tiny devices is a challenge. So, optical thermometers have poor resolution at such small scales, while scanning probe techniques require specialized, expensive equipment. Both approaches require painstaking calibrations. Connecting advanced materials, material science and electron microscopy to physics in everyday areas like refrigeration, deformation, which help students get traction on the problems very quickly. Watching them learn and innovative give me lot of hope for the future of thermoelectrics. Made by the statement made by Reagan. So, hope this had given a good knowledge. Thank you. Watch again. Subscribe this channel.